This is Reivaj. I am posing as JavBavKabob. Don't tell the soul. Whatever. But yeah, I'm posing as JavBavKabob. I am actually Reivaj, the Demon King. Yeah, we are about to write a poem for these girls. So, let's get started. It's time to write a poem. I am a Demon King, so no, yeah, suicide. Suicide! Let's do it. Suicide, alright. Can you suicide yourself by twirling? I wonder. You know what? Suicide twirl. Alright, suicide twirl. Ooh, a suicide twirl party. Like what happened in France! By the way, that was a dance epidemic or pandemic that I was talking about. Suicide twirl. You know what? Suicide twirl vertigo party. Romance. The vicious. Nightgown. Heh. Inferno. Or graveyard. You know what? Let's do pleasure. Lust. I guess I'm going with the Russian girl. You know what? Let's go with prayer. Let's go hell for all eternity. Papa. Growth. Let's all sing together. Yeah. Sweet. Sweet lemonade massacre. Sweet lemonade massacre. Ooh. Ambient. Heart. Extreme. Skirt. You like a parfait. Hey, princess, hey, you like a parfait. They say, hell no, I like a parfait. Parfait, delicious. An agonizing parfait. Yeah, milk. I like milk parfaits.
Hello again, JavBavKabob. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Well, back in literature club, I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out, you know.
Thanks for keeping your promise, JavBavKabob. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you.
What, are you getting fucking married?
Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join the club this year. None of them. And last year too. I don't know if you plan just come in here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, I will cut your fucking dick off. I mean, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica, manga. Don't know what the hell she go.
Manga is literature, dude.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back in her seat. Don't worry, guys. JavBavKabob always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
Oh, how dependable husband. I mean friend.
Sorry, just because your room is so messy, it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so?
Maybe I wanted to.
I mean,
You two really are pretty good friends, aren't you? Oh. I might be just a little bit jealous.
How come you and JavBav can become good friends too?
Good friends?
Sayori, stop it, please. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Sorry made it sound like it's a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. Guess it means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, wasn't expecting shit in the first place. So, nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, I'll make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
All right. Well, here.
Yuri reaches to her ass, pulls out an ass.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out the book and then I thought you might enjoy it. It's a short read, it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it in our underpants, if you wanted.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Enthusiastically take the book, snatch out her fucking hands.
Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. Because you're a fucking dumbass. But I still like you. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. Can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Nazi is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri just a little bit more. But at the same time, I don't feel bad for distracting her from reading. Catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be in the first few pages.
Oh, crap.
I think she noticed me looking at her. She stinks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this. No, I didn't. I said it very clearly and very enunciatively. Sensing made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place.
So you weren't focused.
But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave to me, right?
Uh-huh! I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason,
Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them, okay?
I see. Something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon, don't worry.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. It's about the guy named JavBavKabob and a girl named Yuri.
Is that so? What's it about anyway?
Well, I just fucking told you.
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. Oh, she didn't read it. Damn. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Wait, Portrait of Markov. Oh, whoop, he's not talking. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol in the front cover.
Alright. Just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life starts to get really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of crazy! You expect to make my life fall apart because of you? That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like she was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. I like it. I love it! Yuri gently giggles. That was not a gentle giggle I just did.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, JavBavKabob?
No, it's not that. I mean, I love this shit. I mean, I could definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah, totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy, reclusive on the outside, and her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange, new perspective. Like a demon. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals and their own philosophy, and that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, BAM! They kill you! I mean, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Oh, not again. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest in anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. Oh god. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please, stop me if I start talking too much. By slapping my ass.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. That's the least I can do is listen. It's all literature. It is literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
You don't have to.
Ha! What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. Quickly retrieve the book that I had and put it into my bag. Alright, it's fine. Is it fine if I sit here, right? Slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Seem a little bit apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just that something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone, I mean. Not someone sitting next to me where I can see their junk through their pants. Oh, no. That's not what I meant.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
Open the book and start the prologue. Soon understand that what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry, I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? Sorry. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, sorry.
Here. This should work, right? Slide my desk up against Yuri's and I hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it's kind of difficult to turn the page, huh?
Here.
Oh, look at her little side view. This is adorable. You know what? Okay, I wonder. Is she going to kill me? Am I going to get killed? I wonder. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm and the right side of the book. That way, when I turn the page, Yuri slides her thumb after it flips on her side. Oh, okay. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting to me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready? To turn the page.
Oh, sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second by your face! Glance over at Yuri's face again. Our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer, you stupid ass. It's probably the least I can do is let you learn a little bit more before I, turn the page, because I'm fucking done reading it already. Since you've been so patient with me, I mean.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue our reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page, because she knows I read slow and I'm an idiot. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn in on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting further, blah blah blah. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but can we fuck? The main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
Oh, you think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
Oh, I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But JavBavKabob, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, it's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait, what the fuck? It's a book! You said it's relatable! I'm relating it to you! I didn't mean in a bad way or anything. Sorry, really didn't know you were so conscious about that sort of thing, you crazy bitch.
Ugh.
I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
I mean, really? What are you saying all of a sudden?
Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's not that. No, he just called me a crazy bitch. Because we're reading a story that's relatable and he related it to me, so it makes me fucking crazy, okay? It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on the top of my thumb. Alright, guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess don't have to do much of a preference either way.
Okay. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. Now stand up, make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
By the way, do you remember to write the poem last night?
Yes, I did. My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Really can't find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is in a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Nazi and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's try Nazi. Yeah, let's do Nazi. I told Nazi I was interested in her poems yesterday. Oh yeah! Fuck! It's probably only fair if I shared mine with hers first.
Huh?
Huh?
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke my emotions, bruh.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes?
Do you even want to get smacked, bruh?
I'll pass.
Huh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine now, bruh. Not that you'll like it or anything, gah. Alright, fine. Eagles can fly, it's what it's called. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah. Told you you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest, dude.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because, bruh, Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yeah, exactly. I like when it's easy to read because it hits you hard, right in the gut, right in the palate, like in this poem. Hits you in the gut, right in the gullet. Seeing everyone around you, you do great things that can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I mean, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, instead of a rhyme at the end, and then you fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line, you know?
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro, bro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. Didn't really care how old everyone was, but if Nazi is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, I guess it has broken. I don't know! Now I'll go to Monica. Wait. I chose the wrong person! Fuck! As Yuri reads the poem, notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
I think I did slightly the wrong voice. Yuri first covers her mouth and ends up covering her whole face.
Duh! Ooh! He's gonna hate me.
Yuri didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Whoa, that's a huge compliment coming from you, good old buddy. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh? You're a virgin?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I knew that. She's giving you a compliment. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are already typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick the writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Bitch, you just called my poem weak? Once Yuri finds Trinidad, as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that is not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together and probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. Like my feet. I have a foot fetish. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you the valuable feedback you deserve. Nazi can be a little bit biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that, the bitch. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or to me, or to the Nazis. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Oh, please do! I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if the rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? It's supposed to be sharing this shit.
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I did a little dance as I read it for you. Or as you read it, I did a little dance. It's interpretive dance. You probably didn't see it because paper and face, but believe you me, I'm a good fucking dancer, okay? I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. It's only perfect.
What? Wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read. You must be stupid or my handwriting must be bad. I don't think you're stupid, so my handwriting must be bad. Must be perfectly bad.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a major relief. I'm glad you're just stupid.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though I thought it was short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? Like my skirt? I usually write the longer poems. I usually wear longer skirts. Until I met you.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. My skirts, I mean. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Because of how stupid you are. Something easy to digest, I suppose. For the stupid-minded.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, JavBavKabob.
Really? I must have totally missed the point then.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to the ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. Hadn't even thought of that. It's impressive.
Eh? It's nothing really. Nothing. Nothing, don't worry. Yours was impressive too. Even though it was stupid, so, you know.
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
Oh, you think so? Oh, like where? Oh, like in my closet? Oh.
Yeah, of course.
Ah. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I really enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, JavBavKabob.
Ah, okay. Me too. Okay. I live next to Sayori, so I'll read it to Monica next. Sayori can wait!
Hi, JavBavKabob. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, JavBavKabob. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But that's a sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Kind of like the skirts I'm wearing. The wind is blowing from my butt up to my chest, making my skirt flow upwards, making you want to see more.
Yeah, that's true. Hand Monica my poem. Monique.
Great job, JavBavKabob. Here's a treat, you dumb bastard. I was going, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go so far for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. You already told me how stupid you were.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
You underachieving bastard. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Like unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, though. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. Never really asked, though.
I'm sure nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that, okay? You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Wink, wink. Oh, it could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
Okay.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel the way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the distraction, the speckle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. A peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like the film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. Like me. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone has better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's.
Oh, wait,
Here's Monique's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, it'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So, just move your hands and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Who should I show my poem to next? Well, the last fucking person. Alright, Sayori, let's go. This is a good poem, JavBavKabob. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course it is. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid I wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you would write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you really are a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. Not really into it yet, but doesn't mean that I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, JavBavKabob. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try and do things like this for other people. That's something that really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, you can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah! And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yeah! Now, you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll just see about that. Dear sunshine, 3 o'clock on my blinds in the morning. Sorry, it's not the way I want to read it. Dear sunshine, the way you cloth on your blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rob the sleep from my eyes. I asked me to come out and play. Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky's blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. Yeah! Oh! Yeah! If it wasn't for you, I could go to sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast! Word! Sayori. This is just a guess, but... Did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel better about myself. Don't be mean! I still try my best! Yeah. Didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came on nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I mean, eggs and toast! Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, this is no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monique is the best. Yeah. Yeah, she is. But next time, I won't forget. So I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Phew! Guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. It's a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre abilities. Even if just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. It is a literature club after all. Yeah. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sarah and Monique are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Alright guys, I've been doing this for a while, so I'll cut this episode right here. Alright guys, thank you. Thank you for keeping up with me and the 4 ladies or whatever. I will see you guys in the next one, where we hopefully get Yuri and Nazi to battle each other to the death. Not for me, just because I want to see them battle to the death. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you in the next one. In the next one.